Alrighty, Peninsula Handyman here. What we get to work on today is I gotta put in 7 of these Dutch doors. This is just a white pine door. You can see the split here. So the top and the bottom open independently. Typically they're called Dutch doors, but I've heard them called cafe doors and several other names. But you know, the kind that the bottom and the top swing independently of each other. So they don't come. I couldn't find a pre-hung, and I didn't really want to cut the old doors down because I thought that would add an additional layer of complexity. So I got prefab doors from Home Depot, which means I have to build jambs from scratch. So all new jambs, and that means I have to. This is a jig, and maybe I'll show a picture of it on its own, like freestanding away from the jamb, but we route it out with that tool right there. It's pretty much the only way to do this, or like the most mechanical way to do it. You don't want to chisel it by hand. So each one of these is a hinge pocket. We're mortising out for all the hinges. There's 4 of them, right? 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. We also have to mortise out for striker plates. We have to drill for the knob bore and the striker latch. So this is like finished carpentry 401, like master level finished carpentry. But even the jig, we call this a jig, like that takes 2 or 3 steps to get all the hinges in the right spot. So I set these up. The 3 hinges I use for like the typical door, I kept the 3 and I added the 1 custom. So I thought that was the best way to do it. If they ever wanted to convert, it would be a lot easier just to be able to use like standard doors when they do this. So since I hand built the jambs do come as a kit, so you don't you could even go a step further and wrap it out the top. But I didn't do that. Like Lowe's sells like the jamb material as a kit for a 36-inch opening. So I've got the finished jambs roughed in with shims, and that's just like tentative. Once we get the door hung, we can adjust the shims. I don't nail the shims until I get the door hung and I can see the reveals. There's a couple more. And then once the doors are hung and adjusted and they're shutting right, then they can get cased. So this is way more advanced than the clamshell type split jamb door that you get for 150 bucks at the store, that all you do is it's pre-hung, it's pre-cased, you just put it together and make sure it's fitting right. So this is the easy way. This is like the finished carpentry 101 version. Just get this off the shelf. The casing's already on. It's already bored for knob. The hinges are already mortised out on the front and back. All you do is make sure it, like anybody could put these in, but you can see how mine closes. Like almost perfect. The reveals are good. All the gaps all the way around look good. So, but this is top level finished carpentry type work. So you can see all the stuff on my table, like drills. The router's the cornerstone of this work. Pneumatic nailers, like assorted drills and clamps, finished nail guns. So there's a lot to it. Like this takes the whole trailer to do work like this. I'll give you a follow-up reel when I get 1 or 2 functional.